Hey, what's up, Rocket? 753. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get over this. I mean, we are seeing some resistance, so this is what I'm seeing on Bookmap, uh, on gold at least. That's what I'm seeing. We do got some liquidity at these highs, but the way that the market is pushing higher, man, I don't know. I would be very surprised to see the market drop with all this bullishness. Uh, Honestly, I'm surprised the market is even pushing. Well, actually, no. Actually, I'm not surprised. I do recall talking about this last night about how the gold option, the gold trust GLD stock or ETF, it looked bullish last night, and it took gold the entire session to squeeze at the end of the damn day, and then continue the squeeze at the start of the session. So I'm not necessarily surprised by this, but and look at these hourly candles, man. Crazy hourly candles. It's highly likely that price is coming right back into this range. It's highly likely that we'll probably see price come back into this range. We do have the long-term EMA coming down, slope to the downside. So I highly doubt that the market will touch this and continue past it. Definitely. Yeah, you think so? Yeah. I mean, unless Trump comes out and says something else. You know what? I was thinking about this earlier, and I'm 100% convinced that, you know, like how Elon Musk would randomly say shit just so he can manipulate and move the market. I feel like when Trump is having a bad day and he just needs to make himself feel better, he just says something so the markets can move. And he just like watching it move and says, yeah, I did that. I did that. The markets moved because of me. I did that shit. Oh, I saw this, Trump is hilarious, dude. Trump is freaking hilarious. He is hilarious, man. So when the Supreme Court blocked his tariff and said that his tariffs were illegal, he called into a show. I forgot what show it was, under his his well-known pseudonym, John Barron or Baron John or whatever the hell. He didn't even try to change his voice. Dude, it's like everybody knows it's you. Like, what a Cat Williams like, do you know we can see you? Yo, he called up to that radio station talking shit under John Barron, which is hilarious. It was like, dude, we all know it's you. Dude, we know it's you. So you just might as well just called in as Trump. But he said, so I guess he could say, no, that was John Barron. That wasn't me. I bet he's a handsome guy. He sounds like he's very intelligent. Dude, everybody knows how you talk, bro. And that was hilarious, man. So just like what K Trader said yesterday, so supposedly Trump wasn't necessarily telling the truth, and you already know that the market detectives were already on it, saying that before Trump made that announcement, someone put an abnormal amount of size on a trade right before the announcement and made a lot of money, $65 million supposedly. $65 million supposedly. Yeah, I know, right? And then the news anchor got to sit there and be professional. Dude, I would have laughed. I was like, dude, no way. No way. No way. No way. You ripped deleted. You said, am I done trading NQ? No, not necessarily. I mean, if when NQ starts acting right, then I'll go back and trade her. But I mean, I can't deal with NQ right now, man. I can't deal with that kind of price action. It goes against me. Hey, yo, what's up, Lone Wolf? If we can get that, so I mean, if the dead people can come back and invest in the markets again and make the market move, then I mean, I will happily come back and trade the NQ. But this chop and slop is, I can't deal with this, man. I already know. I mean, I blew a 150K and I wasn't even trading heavy size. I was trading like, I was trading small. I started off good and then it just seemed like nothing wanted to work. Cause yeah, guys know how I trade, man. I wait for pullbacks, and if the Nasdaq is just running through areas, and when she pulls back and she's just running through it, well, that's kind of goes against my trading style, because that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for that pullback. I don't necessarily get in with when the move is happening. I get in once the move is pulling back and reloading for the second move. And the Nasdaq is just being nasty lately, so I was like, you know what? I mean, even if I wouldn't trade Nasdaq in a funded account, I think that's the reason why I kind of just put her on the back burner, at least for now. I mean, back when Biden was the president, that's all I traded was Nasdaq, because of Nasdaq had decent price action, but now it doesn't. So, and I'm not the only one. I thought I was just quitting on Nasdaq, but I'm not the only one. A lot of people on TikTok are saying the same exact thing. So it just makes me, it solidifies my decision. Like, I'm not being biased. Other people see what I'm seeing. It's just not, she's just not the same right now. And I just know that if I trade her right now, then all I'm gonna do is just blow money on these evals. And if I do get it to a funded account, then I'm just gonna blow it. Huh? Okay, all right. Yeah, that's fine. Leave it open. You say you still jumping between silver and gold. Honestly, it was kind of hard to give up silver, because, like I said, I would prefer to trade silver over gold, but silver doesn't have a lot of trading opportunities. It just doesn't have a lot of trading opportunities. So, because honestly, so I see myself only focusing on one instrument, and I'm only going to trade one firm, and Top Step is going to be that firm for right now, until other firms come up with a decent trading view platform with a settings to lock out the risk. That day, what it she look, dude, gold has me, man, look. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I've lived an entire week and it's only Tuesday. I feel like I've been on the charts for 7 days. And I keep saying this week, like we're at the end of the weekend, I'm about to go into the weekend. But if I didn't have these the risk settings, and if I didn't lock it out before I even put a position on the charts, and all my funded accounts would have been gone. They would have all been gone, every single one of them, because I would have went tilt. I wouldn't have locked it out. If I didn't lock out the account, I would have adjusted the risk settings, and I know I would have, because that's what I do. And it just would have been a bad day. Monday was probably one of the worst days so far. Well, actually, I don't want to say so far, because that would suggest that I'll have more days like that. So what I guess how I should say it is that, it was a really bad day, and I'll try not to have more days like that, but I lost 10K plus across accounts, man. I lost a lot of money yesterday, a lot of money. I just couldn't. Gold grabbed me by the hand and she just wouldn't let go. And it was just frustrating to see the trades that I would have taken work. I didn't take those trades. The trades that I did take, those didn't work. Price almost coming to my entry, and then overall working without even filling the order, touching my order without filling the order. It was just a lot. It was just one frustrating thing after another, and I just took it out on my accounts. So I'm just glad that I had those risk settings, because all I lost, so in my funded accounts, all I lost was my regular $270. On one account, I did adjust it to about $630. So I lost $630 in that funded account, but I made it back. That's the good thing about my risk to reward. I mean, one trade brings me back. So it's not like I made money. I just kind of just made my money back. But if I didn't adjust it, I just would have lost the $270. The next day I would have got my winning trade and I would have been up 4 versus just breaking even. So I will say that I am taking away a lot from yesterday's price action. I'm a person that loves to turn lead into gold. So moving forward in my funded accounts, it's one trade. I don't care. The most that I will give myself is I'll probably give myself an extra, like maybe $50 or something like that. An extra $50. So I can give the trade a little bit extra room, but I'm not taking multiple trades. I'm just going to take one trade. If that trade doesn't win, then I go back to my normal amount the next session and try to get it that way. But on that last day, I'm only shooting for at least $150. I'm not going to take a full position trade, especially on gold, because she's so notorious for missing targets like she did earlier today. Actually, let me show y'all guys what she did. Let me show you guys. And she stopped me out. So at the end of the stream, we took a trade. It was a good trade, man. We was in here. It filled my target, went higher, and then it missed this target by, I think, about a couple of ticks. I think it got to like 30, it got to like 32 or something like that. And then I come back to my charts and I see this thing failing and coming back to my break even, and it eventually just stopped me out. And I was like, you know what? I don't know. I don't understand this. And this is something else that for whatever reason has just been happening. The market has just been missing my profit target no matter where I put it. It's just missing it. and it's fully reversing, and it's coming back and stopping me out. So that's been frustrating. So gold has been frustrating this week. I don't know what kind of bad juju, or if someone, shit, I ain't gonna say that, but I don't know what the hell's going on. Hopefully, what is it, Wednesday? Hopefully, we've gotten over it, and we can get back to winning in gold. Like yesterday was such a cognitive dissonance to me. I can maybe lose 1 or 2 trades on gold, but losing 10K, just back-to-back losses on gold, for me, is such a cognitive dissonance. I honestly, I couldn't, like, my mind just couldn't grasp the idea of, like, wow, you're having a hard time getting a winning trade in gold when gold is so simple. I mean, you're not even getting the almost guaranteed trade, which is the break in the pullback. It's kind of hard to lose a breakout pullback trade on gold. It's the easiest trade. If you need a winning trade, all you have to do, but then it does require patience. So it's not the only thing you need to do. You also have to be patient for the move, set alerts. When price crosses a certain point of interest, set your alert. And then once you get that alert, you have to kind of come to your desk ready to execute. And for whatever reason, that trade wasn't working. So I was like, man, I don't know. It kind of made me feel I did have a open mind to trade crude again, because crude, I mean, like I said, crude is a foundation of how I trade. The way that I trade, well, not the counter, because you can't counter trend crude and expect to win. That's all Nasdaq. But in terms of identifying ranges, identifying the breakout pullback trade, the EMAs on the Nasdaq, obviously the EMAs are, you can reference EMAs on the Nasdaq, but they're hit or miss. But when you pull up a CL chart, the 21 EMA is literally the only EMA that you need, because that's just how accurate, or that's how much in love crude is with the 21 EMA. It's all you need. It's all you need. It will bounce on this 21 EMA. It will reject off of it. That's all you need. You can see on any time frame, the 21 EMA is just the chef's kiss on CL. Let me look at MCL. So I'm pretty sure that's what people usually trade. Yeah, so no matter what time frame you use, that 21 EMA is just the chef's kiss. And that's why this 3 EMA strategy I take this to everything I trade, because this is how I learned how to trade crude. But that one day where it just seemed like crude just didn't want to give me a win. Crude just didn't want to give me a win. I don't know why. I really don't. It missed my target by like 2 ticks. It missed it again by 3 ticks. When it did fill me, it stopped me out instantly and then went in my direction. She just didn't want to make much. I guess she just didn't want me back. She says that I left for other instruments and I should stay gone. It's like, you know what, baby, you're right. You're right. I did leave you for NQ. I did break your heart. It must have been a bunch of lonely nights, hoping that I would come back, and I didn't come back. And now that there's volatility in crude right now I want to trade her again. She's like, nah. Go back to the NQ. That's what she told me. And I was like, you know what? I'll go back to the NQ. But if I'm looking at crude right now, I'll look at a daily chart. Let's see what's going on a daily chart. Let's see what's going on. So we got that push, and there goes your notorious double tops. Remember, if you're trading crude, double tops, double bottoms, those are very powerful trades on crude. The double bottom and the double top trade. Let's look at the hourly. Double tops, double tops, double bottoms, double bottoms. So I would keep an eye on this low right here at 84.39, and I would keep a low, or keep an eye at this low at 81.28. The one thing about CL though is that it is a slow mover though. That's why you have to kind of trade with the small tick size. I used to be able to trade crude with a 666 tick size with crude. I found that to be the perfect tick size at the time when I was trading it. But now 666 ticks, shit, anything above 200 ticks is probably too big. Let me look at a 500 tick chart. Yeah, that's too big. You don't even know. That's too big. And this is 500 ticks. And that's too big. So it just really goes to show that there's not a lot of volume in this instrument anymore. I mean, there used to be a time where crude was probably one of the top 3 instruments that were traded. So many people traded CL. You can go on YouTube and you wouldn't find, I mean, if you kind of go back, you'll see a lot of people go over crude, how to trade crude. Crude was just crude was popular, very popular. Crude, the ES, the Nasdaq was seen as obviously as gambling. So nobody, I mean, as much as we have, actually, I don't even know where, hold on. I don't even know a contract. So K. But even though majority of everybody, so I think that what happened, I think the reason why a lot of people kind of trade the Nasdaq was because if somebody was live streaming, and obviously it wasn't as popular as it is now, but if someone was live streaming or did a recap, no one dared to do the NQ at the time because of just how volatile it was. And we didn't have all the information that we have now to trade the Nasdaq. So if somebody was trading the Nasdaq, it was kind of one of those things where you would get a lot of people to watch a video just because of just how rare it was at the time. But now obviously everybody trades NQ. So that's not nothing new or anything special. But everybody was trading, or everybody would recap ES or crude. Okay, so May, January, February, March, April, May. So MCL 0526. Yeah, so only 66,000 contracts is currently being traded in the MCL. And I think another reason why we're seeing such volatility in gold tonight is because We have 2 more days on this contract. We have 2 more days on this contract. So right here, we have 2 more days on this contract. And usually what I've seen is that they try to get prices close to the forward contract as possible so they can close it out. Obviously, there's going to be times where they're not able to do it, but they will try. They will try. So let me see. I'm gonna ask this this chat tool. What is the next contract for gold? Because I think gold, they do gold every 2 months. So I think, what is it, January, February, March, April. So I think they're gonna push it to the June contract. Okay, so yeah, so they're gonna go to June. They're going to the June contract. So M. So we can look at that real quick. So the M contract on, so MGCM. All right, so let's see where it's at. Okay, so yeah, they're just trying to get it close. So, wow. So yeah, this makes sense. This makes sense. And look at the price bouncing off of that daily order block right there. We got this bullish red candle. This bullish bearish candle right there. Bullish red candle. Bullish bearish candle. Because obviously it closed red, but obviously the body of the candle is towards the high, so that what makes it bullish. And price is already at 4,622. So that tells me that they're just trying to get this as close as possible before it closes in their next 2 days. Yeah, so I mean, yeah. This thing dropped at 4,600. We're also seeing a drop on the Nasdaq as well, but I'm pretty sure this is a pullback of some kind. You say you've seen people use 75 ticks? Yeah, yeah. Crude. If you want to see the structure, the smaller tick size, I mean, I guess you have to find that Goldilocks size to where you can easily look at the charts and understand what's going on. Because the volume is too low for a higher time frame chart. So I only use time-based charts for, so I guess the order blocks and for the fair value gap, so I know where they are. Because fair value gaps and order blocks are a big part of the breakout pullback, because I want to know where the origin is. I want to know where the origin of the move is. So I know that if price were to break that low or high, then I know that something's wrong and I have to change my strategy. Taking out that major high or low, that's when your bias should instantly change. Even if if we have something kind of like this, like, let's just say that, well, technically this could be considered, but I wouldn't even use that as a major low, because this entire leg is the impulsive leg. Okay. Yeah, just start doing shit. Anyway. Okay. So this entire leg is an impulsive leg. So something like this wouldn't be seen as a major low, but for example's sake, let's just say that This is the major low. This is the current major high. And this entire thing would be the range, right? So if we see price take out this low or this high, as long as a body closes above that high, that's a break of structure. Even if it's a point, a tick, it doesn't matter. As long as a body closes above that high or low, it's a break of structure. And once you get a break of structure, you have to understand where that origin came from. In this situation, this will be the origin right here. This will be the origin of the break of structure. And this is when I start to look for maybe consolidation, a range. And you can kind of see it right there. You can see that there's a range right here. And you see as soon as price pulled back, it tapped that range and we seen a rejection right there. That's how I find my trades. And that's why I was having such a hard time accepting the fact that I lost so much yesterday because, well, I guess I should say this. For whatever reason, I was being compelled to trade the inner liquidity versus the external liquidity, which I don't necessarily trade. I don't trade. I usually won't take this trade right here, where you see like the range and then looking for the break. I usually don't take this trade, but for whatever reason, I was just felt compelled to take these types of trades, knowing that they don't work, or when they do work, they have to pull back first. Like for whatever reason, I was taking trades where it would break the low, but it has to break the low, pull back to one of these EMAs, and then if it's going to break, that's where it's going to break. It's not going to break going straight down like that. It's not going to do that. So, well, it was kind of earlier, but I was able to make that money back, and I was up $1,000 today. Hold on, give me a second. So yeah, so I was able to end the day green. So when I came back to the charts, I saw ample opportunity to actually take the trade I was just talking about. And this is the trade right here. Double bottom, break, pull back to the EMA, and I just took it short. Once I saw that red candle reject off of that 21 EMA, I took it short. Actually, no, that's not it. That's not. I think that is it. Actually, let me see. So I want to be cuz it was a EMA rejection. And I took it towards the end of the session yesterday. All right, so it was somewhere in here. Yeah. So yeah, this was it right here. The EMA rejection right there. I mean, I think the EMAs are kind of messed up. Or I don't know. I just know that it pushed back up to the EMA, and I was able to take it short, and I was able to get out and make my money for the day. I was able to get my money back here, and I was able to get my money back. Not passing the account, but getting my money back in terms of hitting the maximum daily profit for the day. Okay, let me turn this on. I mean, it would have been nice to. I mean, it would have been nice to have been able to participate in this move somehow, been able to get into it, but when gold does this and there's no structure to the left, I kind of just wait. Actually, we might have a trade set up. We might actually have a trade set up. A trade set up. Damn, it already hit the. Damn it. It's a classic breakout pullback trade. 68.1. I think I missed it. I wasn't even paying attention to it. I missed it. Or maybe not. Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay. So I'm trying a new strategy on gold here. I'm gonna start every position with three contracts. Have it scale in. But I don't think I think I might. I have to think about this because my entries are not that bad with gold. So I don't think it's not going to be a situation where it's not going to be too many situations where I have 3 points of drawdown. It's going to happen every now and then. So I have to really kind of think about this. I'm not going to scale into this thing. But I mean, it's pretty clear why I entered in right here. As I was looking at the charts, obviously there's this range, the top of this range. I've already kind of spoke about how the one decision that I have to make when I enter into my positions with gold is if I'm going to take the top of the range or if I'm going to take the bottom of the range. I don't, from what I've seen, the middle of the range is not necessarily consistent. Either it hits the top of the range and bounces, kind of like in this situation. And if it passes the top of the range, it doesn't necessarily stop at the middle. It usually just goes to the bottom, probably sweeps the liquidity underneath it, and then goes. So it's a binary decision, which I kind of appreciate. I mean, obviously there's some times where I hit the middle of the range, but for the most part, it's either the top or the bottom. I guess I could just draw out that range so y'all guys kind of see that. Right there. So we just hit the top of that range. All right, so let's see if we can get this at least this first target hit right here. And then I'm just gonna leave a runner. I'm gonna leave a runner. I mean, I might regret leaving that runner though, but if it pulls back and fills that other order, I mean, that's fine. Actually, I think I'm gonna just do it that way. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it that way. Hey, yo, what's up, Cave Trader? What's up? So, I mean, even if it does come back and pull back, I'm just gonna start the position off small here. And even though I'm trading smaller than what I like to trade, I would prefer to have 5 contracts at the start. But I think I'm just gonna keep it this way. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. I guess if I guess we'll see. The constant battle, the constant internal battle that I go through is contract size. And how much I want to lose per trade. It's just like the constant battle is if I spread out my contracts, it guarantees that it guarantees that I won't miss the move, but I have to work a lot harder to make the same amount of money. So I have to catch a 20-point trade just to make $500 as an example. And shit, even if I catch a 20-point move, I still won't make the same amount of money that I would make if I had. So with 5 contracts, when it hits my target, I will make $675 on a 5 contract position. In order to make that, I would have to get a 22-point move with 3 contracts, a 23-point move versus I would have to make 10 points more. Oh yeah, it did. It did. It did. With that eval, until I get me some buffer back in that, I'm gonna go down to about 2 or 3 contracts in that account. I'll probably trade 2 or 3 contracts at a time in that account. Isn't that interesting? So it seems that I guess I got people watching the stream, huh? I got the market makers looking at the stream. I want to show you something. This is probably why I get my targets missed all the damn time. Look at the market makers trying to front run my damn target at 92. Look at these damn market makers, people trying to sell themselves out of their position at 92. Okay. And if I do that, then they're gonna run past. You say that with such certainty. think. Oh yeah, so I'm about a quarter into the AI trading that I have to take, and coincidentally, there's a course with AI trading. So I'm gonna probably do that over the weekend. That's gonna probably be like something. Well, that will be my weekend project. I'm gonna take that AI with the trading course. It's about 96 hours of material, and I'm definitely going to go over that over the weekend and see if I can take some of the concepts and add it to the stream. But I will say this. Understand what generative AI is and agentic AI is. Right now is in its early stages. So all the instructors, all the employers are saying that no, this AI is not going to replace your job. It's here to make you more efficient in the job that you're already in. And in some cases, if you're an entrepreneur and you run your own business, that's exactly what these AI agents will be most, kind of like with Santiago building the websites. But employers are definitely trying to replace their workforce with agentic AI, because from what I'm understanding, with the minimum amount of material that I've gone over so far, that is the goal. There is, I do not find it hard to believe, because they're trying to push that. No, we're not doing this to replace you. Yes, the fuck you are. Yes, you are. They got these things to the point to where, kind of like what Santiago said, yet I think 2 streams ago, where he says that the AI agent talks to the people as, I guess to before they go, and I guess the agent talks to them about the paperwork and everything else. I guess I have to get more clarification from Santiago. But these tools can definitely do what we do, but more efficient. We already saw that Claude has been blacklisted because the government is already trying to get them to build a program or a system, a model, to where the AI is making all the decisions, which is very dangerous. You don't want an AI to make decisions without human intervention, or at least human oversight. Because obviously, something that these tools don't have is discernment, emotional intelligence, and understanding context. They can mimic very well. And because they're so good at mimicking human behavior, we accept them as human because they're so good. You can talk. A lot of people talk to their chat GPT using the voice or whatever. A lot of people talk to it. A lot of people has replaced human relationships with AI because they're really good at mimicking how to have a good conversation. They're really good at mimicking understanding what you're going through and knowing what the right things to say at the right moment. They're really good at structuring words, engineering a sentence to have the most impact. They're really good at that. But we got to remember that they're just mimicking. They don't actually know anything. And it's very dangerous that people would even want to have AI make decisions without any human oversight. That's how nuclear weapons get launched. Because if the instruction set says fire if XYZ condition is met, it's not going to have any second thoughts. It's going to launch it. It's going to be launched without no second. There's not even first thought. There's no thought at all. It's only logic in an instruction set. It's very dangerous. But anyway, but yeah, I would recommend doing your homework on AI, becoming proficient in it, understanding how to structure a prompt, because those that understand how to use AI and to add it to their workload to become more efficient, those would be the last people that are quote unquote let go. Anybody that doesn't know how to use AI will definitely be let go. So just make sure that you know it. The company I work for made it a mandatory requirement for us to know. And they provided training material for us to go over. And I'm going over that right now. And once I get more proficient in it, like I said, I'll bring it to the stream and we can start doing stuff with AI on the stream, if I guess within reason. So anyway, kind of going back to this. I mean, I'm not surprised by this. I'm not surprised. I guess this was a trap high right here. I guess this was a trap high. I didn't expect it to just completely dump back to the origin of the move just off of that. I mean, I didn't expect it to do that. Mm. 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 You know what? When stuff like that happens, that is very. Hmm. Hmm. 95. You know what? Okay. I'll let my runner. I'll get out right here on my runner contract right there. Because even though I would love for this thing to shoot up higher, and it probably will after it fills my target, but there is a range right here. We do got a double top rejection and a breaker structure, a pullback, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be plenty of sellers here in this area somewhere. So, and I'm starting to see them build positions up at 95. They still got those orders sitting at 92. And if you recall from what happened last night, they had orders sitting at 350, and the market ran up from that order or from that area. All right. Let's see. It's running up into those orders sitting at 92. Running up into them. There we go. First target fills, baby. Let's go. First target fills, baby. Let's go. Okay. Shit, good thing I looked at the charts, man. Shit, we almost missed this one. We almost missed this. We almost missed it, but good thing I looked at the charts. Never fails, right? That shit never fails, right? Never fails. Never fails, man. Never fails, man. It's like it's like missing my profit target is gold's pleasure. Like it never misses it doesn't miss an opportunity to do this shit. No matter what no matter where I put this damn thing at. Damn, dude, look at that drop. But I kind of figured because let me see if I can try to hurry up and grab it. Okay, so all right, Rug Kid, I owe you one. I now look at Bookmap on gold, and you see that it was perfect, man. It tapped into this area, and now we're seeing the rejection on gold. So if you're not using Bookmap, shout out to I'm just Cave Trader, to Rug Kid. If you're not using Bookmap for gold, you're trading blind apparently, because I've been watching this thing like a hawk, and every time the market agrees and they stack their orders in one spot, it hasn't failed yet. I haven't seen liquidity get ran through yet. I haven't seen it. You said that was a sweep. I mean, it was. I mean, shit. It was like right there. My exit was like right there. So if this target gets filled, then I'll just pull these two orders, and we'll just come back tomorrow and take another trade on this account. Trade small, baby. I'm glad that I actually mess with it, because I like it when it's blue. I like the black arm when it's blue, so I can easily see when orders stack up. Because before, I guess whatever settings I had it on, it would turn black sometimes, and I was like, and it would just look ugly, and it was kind of hard to identify. I think that's why I never looked at it, but I played around with it. So now the background's blue. I can see the orange and the red clearly now. And this is definitely I don't want to call it a cheat code, but it's a cheat code. It's like having answers to the test. We had two good trades because of Bookmap. Two good trades. The one from earlier today and the one from last night. Two good trades just for Bookmap. Yeah. Yeah, you know what, Alfred? I was kind of being cute with the target. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you, man. I was being cute with the target because it's 963, 369. I was just being cute with the target. But under normal circumstances, I would have done that. Yeah. Yeah, you're definitely right. She definitely will. She definitely will, dude. It's insane. It's literally insane. I just posted this screenshot in the metals chat on Top Step. Gold does not miss an opportunity to miss my TP, man. She just doesn't miss an opportunity. She's like, yeah, make them wait. Make them wait. Make them wait. But I will say this, man. I mean, the size is so small. I'm not even emotionally invested in this at all. I was about to say. All right. All right. So we'll just lock this account up until tomorrow. We can still trade in this account, but there's no point losing no money. All right. All right. So 3:45 a.m. Have it just locked up. Just pull these orders right here. I mean, I think if the market were to pull back, I do believe that those orders where I had them at, you could potentially see a push higher. But that was a really good trade. Honestly, I wish I documented it. That was a really good trade. Really, really, really great trade. I wish I documented it, but that's usually how my gold trades work. But like I said, Monday's price action, Monday in general, threw me off. But I will say that trade right there kind of brought back some that was a feel-good trade for sure. That was definitely a feel-good trade. So someone made a graph. I find this very interesting. So successful trades by duration. I feel like this is attacking me right here. I feel like I'm being attacked right now. So it's saying that a 5-minute trade has the most probability to be profitable. So I'm guessing if your trades are 5 minutes long, those are the most profitable trades. And the longer you hold the trade, the less likely that it'll be profitable. I'm gonna add this to my slides. Trade duration. So the longer you hold a trade, I mean, honestly, my trades are usually 5 to 10 minutes. I think that I will hold a trade. I don't think I will hold a trade for 30 minutes. I mean, unless I'm forced to, but it wouldn't be. But holding a trade for 30 minutes would not be the plan. I'm looking to get in and get out. You said it depends if you can hold overnight versus day trading. And you're talking about overnight in terms of from 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock? Mm. Whew. God damn. God damn. A trader posted his P&L calendar, and this is why I always lock out my risk settings before I even take a trade. So this was last month and during the month of February. It seems like on Monday he has some great trades on Monday. This trade took out this trade, so they canceled each other out. I mean, he still overall has a good P&L balance of $9,000, but losing $5,000 on a Thursday, that I'm pretty sure that hurt. On a Thursday. Because it's highly unlikely to come back on Friday and make that money back. It's highly unlikely. Now, if you lose that type of money on a Monday, I mean, it hurts, but at least you have 4 days to try to make that money back. But on a Thursday, and you already know Fridays are crazy. And when you referring to long term, are you talking about building an account over time, or are you talking about your hold times? Oh, swing trading. Man, shit. Shout out to the people that copy trade multiple accounts. Now, I mean, the last thing I'd probably do is copy trade 5 XFAs at the same time. I feel like that would be painful to lose all 5 accounts at the same time. If I had 5 XFAs, I would probably trade a set of 3. I would copy trade 2 and then just have one as like the last resort. And of course, every single one of them would have I would lock out my risk settings before, because man, whew, losing every single account at the same time and then have to start over, that's not fun. Yeah, dude, yeah. Shit, hey Siri, where's the nearest cliff? You know, so I can drive off the damn thing. Yeah, it is, man. It is. Damn, you held up. How many days until expiry did you have on that contract? 12 days? That's insane. I'm glad you made that money. 3,000%. I'm glad you made that money. Oh, this was probably was this during COVID? If this is during COVID, then I completely understand. Oh, you had a monthly? Then that must have been expensive. 20. Okay, yeah. Yeah, during COVID. Yeah, I mean, dude, if you held during COVID, I mean, you could have bought anywhere with negative interest rates. I just wish I understood what was going on at the time. I just, if I can kind of go back, well, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like we're ignorant for a reason during certain times, because if I had the knowledge that I have now during COVID, would I be here? I don't know. I'll be super rich. Well, I don't like to use that word rich. I don't like that. I would have a lot of money. It would be big money, sure. Super big money, sure. And at the time, yeah, we had prop firms. Prop firm, I probably would have been banned from every prop firm, because that's when the price action actually made sense. I mean, shit. I'm surprised. Yeah, we had prop firms back then. Oof. But I think I was trading more well, no, was I trading options? I think I stopped trading options in 2020. Yeah, when I switched over to prop firms, I stopped trading options. But man, if only if I knew, if I knew. Mm. Oh well. Oh well. I mean, with all the tech companies trading under $100, if I was just more knowledgeable at the time and understood that regardless of where I bought it, if I bought long-term options, like maybe or leaps, if I bought leaps on like Facebook or one of the tech companies, Tesla, man. Build a time machine. Pass me. Get all of your money. Full port. Full port. But the one thing is for sure, though. One thing is for sure. If you're not ready for, if you're not ready for none of that in terms of the money, if you're not ready, if you're not mentally, emotionally ready for that type of money, it's more damaging than beneficial, for sure. That's definitely true. Lottery winners consistently show that given a large sum of money, they lose it within a year. They lose it because they don't know how to manage it. They don't know, because if they've been on the grind for so long, they have a poverty mindset. They go out, instead of planting those money seeds and letting them grow into money trees, they take their water and plant somebody and water somebody else's. They get big mansions that they don't know nothing about. You gotta pay taxes. You gotta have maintenance. But they don't care about that. Well, actually, they don't know about it. They don't understand. They get these expensive cars. You know, everybody's gonna ask them for money. You know, you gotta buy the mama a house, daddy a house, whoever a house, and that money's gone. Honestly, I actually seen that happen firsthand. I'm not going to say who I seen it with, but I've seen it firsthand. Someone had a lot of money and it was gone. Absolutely gone. And the lifestyle change was drastic. Drastic. You're talking about throwing money at everything. Lived in the best apartment at the time. Drove the expensive car, expensive vehicle. Had the liquor shelf stocked up for the bitches. Spent all their money and it was gone. And once all that money was gone, it's like this person turned into a completely different person. Completely different. It's like their whole personality was the amount of money that they got. And it was gone. And they became a different person. It was like this. I knew the rich version, and over time, the rich version turned into the poor version. And then the poor version had to go back and get a 9-to-5 job. That's how crazy it was. I met this person spending their days at the gym. Living a quote unquote stress-free life. And then now this person is now back doing the 9-to-5 grind. I seen it. I seen it. And 3 says he's not sure if he's ready, but he's trying to find out. Yeah, I mean, I was watching this TikTok and this guy was talking about how he lost 900K. And the first thing that came to mind is like, those are one of those good problems to have, right? It's not a good problem, but being able to have 900K to lose, you can always make that back. If you made 900K, you know what you're doing. If you lost 900K, you know what you're doing in terms of building your wealth. I mean, it sucks to lose 900K, but just to have the 900K in general to lose, you can get that back for sure. Or at least you know how to get it. Because, I mean, shit, once you teach a man how to fish, he'll never go hungry, right? Yeah, that's definitely true. That's definitely true, Alfred. I have no problem telling any of my family members no. Care who you are. I'll tell my mama no. If she comes incorrect, I'll tell her no. Now, obviously, she'll be, in terms of being taken care of, she won't have to worry about things, of course. But, my back hurts and I need $10,000 to make it. Man, get the fuck on out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Nah, I don't play those games. I don't play those games at all. At all. You said if you win that you won't tell anybody? I mean, yeah. I know a lot of people do that. I'm pretty sure everybody's familiar with the guy that came in with a mask on, with the scream mask. Okay, so I would actually be filled. So let's see if this will work. Okay. Okay. I would be filled here. I think my stop was like right. Actually, let me see where my stop would be at. Actually, I forgot where my stop was. Let's just say if it hits 69, my stop will probably be like right there. I recall it being like somewhere in this area, but I forgot where my stop was. So I got in at the top of this range. I got in at 78. I got in at 78.6. And I think I would have given myself, I think my stop was 100, so it was a 10-point stop. Let me see. Where's the reward? It was a 10-point stop because I was using such a small size. Yeah, so it was 108 ticks. So my stop would be at 60. It would have been at 68. 67.8. 67.8 is where my stop would be at. So 67.8. This is my stop right there. So far, I would be up 3 points. I guess what I probably should have did was since I pulled the orders because my target got filled, what I should have did was probably put the same trade on in the sim. And actually, this actually wouldn't have been my if I were to have gotten this entire position filled, this would have been my stop. But because I got this position filled, and if I left this on, then what is it, 75? So my stop would actually be somewhere around 75. My stop would actually be down there. Well, I guess I should have kept the position on because I'm getting that move that I'm looking for with these contracts. Okay, well, you know, it's okay. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. We'll have more opportunities to make more money tomorrow, so. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's the safest thing, man, because you know, the one thing when somebody in the family gets money, the relationship dynamic changes, man. You'll really see the evil side of people when you're the breadwinner of the family. The breadwinner of the family. You already, I mean, I kind of hate talking about this, but I think this is a good example of what I'm talking about. But I'm pretty sure if anybody's familiar with the rapper Glorilla, I'm pretty sure this was also staged, but the situation is very common where the sister came out and saying that, you know, she's not helping the family is still working a 9 to 5 and she's rich, blah blah blah. But if anybody knows the rap game, we all know that rappers are, you probably have more money than your favorite rapper. Even the big artists, the ones that are making money, the only rapper that I think is actually not in the hole is probably Drake, maybe. But when they first start out, they have to take these big advances, and they're in debt millions of dollars. So even if they sell out tours and stuff like that, they still, a lot of the money that they're making is going to the labels, and 9 times out of 10 they don't have their masters, so they're not getting any royalty for their spins. So just because your favorite rapper or artist is dripped out, just know that they bought all that money on. I mean, but I'm pretty sure everybody should know this by now. I mean, it's common. It should be common knowledge. But that's what I'm talking about. People expect you to take care of them. It's like, dude, you're a full grown ass adult. Why do you expect me to take care of you just because I put in the work to be successful? I didn't like the situation that I was in. I put in the work. I put in the sleepless nights. I did all the stuff that wasn't fun. And in the end, I was rewarded for my efforts. So why the hell do you think that you can just come and eat at the same table when you wasn't at this table when there was nothing on it? You wasn't even one of the day ones. You wasn't even with me. So why the hell do you feel entitled to ask me for some damn money just because you know I got it? And then they feel some type of way like, oh man, you being stingy with the money. Like, you wasn't even here. Like, what did you do to, like, it's, money definitely breaks up families, man. It does. Money does. When you're doing good and everybody else in the family isn't, they just expect you to take care of them. And if you're not taking care of them, or you don't love me, you don't care about me. It's like, no one got time to deal with that shit. Everybody in my family knows that shit. Like, don't ever come at me with that shit, because you're going to be playing with your own feelings. I don't play those stupid games. Don't come at me like that. I don't got emotions for that type of shit. If you wasn't with me, you wasn't with me. If I help you, I help you. And if I don't, I don't. Oh my God, you're not going to talk to me again? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. You're not going to talk to me? Yeah. You know what, Katie? I can believe that. Knowing I don't know who Master P is, but who he portrays himself as. Master P was actually the person that got, if I think it was Master P. He was the one that put Snoop Dogg on game. Master P was actually the one that put a lot of rappers on game, and I got a lot of these rappers, at least earlier on, out of the crazy deals that they were doing, taught them how to make money using their art instead of going to somebody else and saying, hey, this is my talent, help me make money. Because it's damn near prostitution, man. Let's just be clear. It's like the industry or the labels are your pimp and you're the hoe because you're doing all the work and you got to give all your money to the labels. And I think that's how they have it set up, honestly, because I remember this segment. Ice-T was he was doing this interview and he was talking about how he was given somebody game or some shit like that, and that's how he described it. He was like, "Yeah, man, you gotta treat these. This is a pimp and a hoe situation." And ever since I've seen that interview, it's kind of hard not to see it that way. You're doing all the work, and the pimp is getting all the money. It is what it is, right? Okay. Mm. Okay. Well, shit. I know that you said it looks like silver. You know what? I haven't looked at a silver chart ever since Top Step brought back gold. Let's look at silver. Yeah, you see that? So, and this is kind of what I'm talking about with silver. It's kind of what I'm talking about. That could have been that breakout pullback. That could have been a breakout pullback trade right there. But that would have been a tough breakout pullback trade. That would have been a tough one. I don't know if I would have taken that, actually, to be completely honest. Don't know if I would have taken this. Because I would have thought, like, damn, I missed the move. And then it pulls back and then it pushes up higher again. And then it breaks down. I think I might have taken this trade, though. This trade might have been a really good trade if I caught it. Because this would be the new high, the new major high. This would be the new. All right, this would be the major low. We got a failure to take it, and then it pulls right back into this area right there. So this would have been a good setup right there. That would have been a good setup, but I don't know if I would have taken this because, yeah, I don't know if I would have taken this. I would have, I don't know. But this setup is a good setup. And it looks like, yeah, silver came out the gates punching. Silver was just as crazy as gold today. Well, not as crazy, but yeah, there wasn't too many good trading opportunities on silver today. You said NQ? Let's actually look at NQ, and that'll be the last thing I'll look at. Going to club bed after this, for sure. That was a really good trade, man. Really good trade. Damn, NQ. Damn, NQ. Damn, NQ. All right. So, and Alfred, or was it Red Kid or Alfred? I think it was Red Kid that asked me. Yeah, I think it was Red Kid. You asked me if I traded the NQ. Yeah. So, yeah, the breakout pullback trade. I would have looked for the breakout pullback trade, and I don't know. All right, let me look at it. So, all right, so I'm gonna draw two ranges on here, and we'll see if I'll come back tomorrow, and we'll see if the market reacts at one of these ranges. Okay, so that's the first range. And then the second range would be 265. I'm taking these ranges from the 3-minute chart. I've been looking at the 3-minute chart on the Nasdaq, and let's see, 245. Okay. All right, so we'll see if the market reacts to any of these ranges. We'll see. Okay. But all right, guys, that's going to be it for me tonight. I do appreciate everybody that joined me tonight. I mean, really had a really great trade on gold. I'm glad that I looked at it because we almost missed it, and I would have been punching in the air asking myself how I allowed an easy, obvious setup. An easy, obvious setup. Get past, and honestly, I still would have been in this trade too. I would still be in this trade. My stop would have actually been my original position. The stop would be at 68.7, so I would still be in this trade. And if this thing pushes higher, then great. But we'll definitely come back tomorrow morning, and we'll definitely look for more opportunities to earn some more money. And with that said, peace out, everybody, and keep on jabbing. And you too.